All right. I think we are actually online here for our weekly webinar. So I want to welcome everyone today in a bit different scenario because we are also live on X for the first time. By end of the year, we thought like, why not? We give it a try. And I'm not alone. I'm here with the co-founder and CIO, Wayne. Hello.
Hey Nick,
This is great to have you here because this is a bit different this time. We had a different idea of how to make actually a more interactive webinar. And I'm very curious to see what we will talk about today. I want to welcome everyone for sure, always and very, very international webinar we are doing because people from everywhere are joining. Users, creative people, partners, clients. It's always a pleasure to have you here in our live webinar. And Wayne, what is the topic we will talk about today?
yeah, great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, so this is the last webinar of this year and it's around Christmas. So we definitely want to make it less like, regular business update kind of a webinar, but wanted to, spend time with our creators and community and maybe take a look back at 2024 and see what happened and save more time for you to ask questions to have a Q&A. Yeah. I think it'll be more fun to do it this way.
Yes. So for everyone who missed this potentially, we as HeyGen, we have a community hub. So we will put the link everywhere that you can join our community hub. We had a big recap 2024 and also like a preview for 25 with our co-founder and CEO like Joshua last week. So everyone who wants to see this, it's also on YouTube for sure on our HeyGen account. Today, as you said, we want to do the latest updates, quick like recap of 24, like the things maybe we missed last week. And then you also have a gift for everyone today, and we will see how this will impress everyone. When maybe I think you or we actually prepared something that we can follow some steps. Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, let me find my screen here. I made a quick deck. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, so this is a pretty simple deck. Doesn't mean to be anything formal. Before we dive into that, might be some attendees who is the first time here. We always want to welcome you and kind of give you a quick intro of who we are and what HeyGen is. And after that, we'll just dive into the topic today. So for anyone who's here the first time, HeyGen is a AI video creation platform that we specialize in helping you make videos with AI by your avatar or the avatars we provide, or help you to localize your content with AI. We've been focusing on this for a few years, and we've been making lots of progress. If you haven't, please go to app.heygen.com to check out. It's free to sign up, free to try, and let us know how you think. Great. Also, if any question or any comments, please feel free to comment in the stream anytime. We will be watching your comments, and we'll have a big AMA session later. So we'll be taking your questions, answering you in real time here.
Yeah, for everyone, I'm seeing the questions, and we also have a team in backup who will provide us the questions. So please, if you have direct specific questions, go ahead and ask us. It's a good chance that Wayne will answer this in the best way possible. So yeah, happy to answer all the questions from you. I'm still like, think this is such a great idea today that we are also on X because I can already see here some live questions. But welcome really to every country around there. I see already people from Europe and also from like Asia and even Australia. Is it not like 1 a.m.? Yeah, okay. So that's great. I just love it. Wayne, let's kick this off.
Okay. Yeah, so for today, I think I just prepared a few snapshots from HeyGen, something internal, something external, to kind of share with everyone here. It doesn't cover everything we did and doesn't potentially even cover the most important or impactful stuff, but it's probably some of the most interesting stuff. I think can be fun and see what you think. So let me go to the next slide. So first of all, I want to start with this tweet. There's a very interesting video clip from Joe Rogan reaction to HeyGen. Let me see if I can play the video for you here. Okay, I need to reshare my screen a little bit. Give me a second. You can see this. Let me play the audio and tell me if you can hear it.
% generated in AI.
Yes, can you play it from the start?
Crazy. This to speak like me.
One of our companies.
So I can input any text and it will sound like me. Then I trained HeyGen with a video of mine. I input the audio file to generate a video based on my text.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, I just wanted to play that reaction at the end. Did you hear the audio?
Yes, we just missed the beginning.
The beginning was nothing. The beginning was him just watching a clip.
All right.
And someone made with HeyGen, and he was like, "This is crazy," right? So let me share back to my.
Yeah, and the most important thing for everyone, really, like you can do this with your own avatar. Like it is nothing special here for this avatar for sure. Like the lightning, like how he set this avatar up, well done. It is still accessible to everyone. Like you don't need just your webcam. You can use your smartphone. You can even use your professional camera with the setup, with the background you like, to really put it in your environment. And then you can have your avatar like this here in the social post Wayne was sharing in 5 to 10 minutes, and you can start to create content with your avatar.
Right. Yeah. So as most people know who Joe Rogan is, and I just want to show how shocked and he is in front of the latest AI technology. I think it's pretty positive in terms of it's illustrating how realistic AI can be and indicate that there's like massive potential of where we can use it to help creators like you to make a lot of better, good content without needing to go through the very costly, very troublesome, traditional video production process again. Our vision is to become your new camera. So you don't really need to use the previous old camera to shoot and record stuff again. With HeyGen, you can just start typing and talking to us, and we will understand and generate the videos for you and for your business. Yeah,
and
sorry, go ahead.
With your face, with your voice, in over 175 languages. This is also a very important point. And when I recap, Wayne, also, because again, we agreed that this is a bit more a casual webinar for everyone who wants to, just join us, to just have a look to HeyGen itself. Is when we started in 24, I would say in January, everyone was still kind of, I would say, not really afraid, but yeah, AI, I don't really know. And like all these type of topics, when we see now what happened and how many people are using this in such really cool and creative way, and what type of content we see if you combine multiple tools together, like it is just incredible. And I think everyone is really on the right path. And each time, from the small user to the big corporate enterprise, everyone is really like into the topic now and see the like big impact here to not just like, it's not just about like saving money. I don't even think this is the biggest thing they are like trying to solve here. It is more like be more efficient and be like scalable, like make these 2 points together and create content in this way. And HeyGen will help you. And I'm just like, for me, it's always inspiring to see so many use cases, so many videos from everywhere in each language. it's such a nice development over the last 12 months.
Right. Yeah, great. So that's just to kick it off. And I would like to share some progress from within HeyGen. Here's some photos of our team. We had a company-wide retreat in San Diego this November, which was great. We work hard, we play harder. This is not all of us, like it's only folks from our California offices. We also have one from in Toronto. So this year, HeyGen has grown from 20 plus people to almost 70 plus people, which is like a huge, expansion for us. But facing and in front of like what we want to achieve for every creator, everyone there, we are still a very, very, very small team. Yeah. So wanted to show you some fun we had. We were playing golfing, we were kayaking. It was a nice retreat. Next, here are some stats. This year alone, we published 600 plus HeyGen library avatars across different categories, from professional to lifestyle to AI generated and to UGC style. And we are really proud of the latest avatars we have done, especially Nick might have something to comment. We believe it's the highest production quality. That's kind of with all of our learnings about what people like about an avatar in different style. And please know that each avatar now has multiple looks under there. It's like it's the same person, but potentially different camera angle, different outfit, different fit. So in total, there are thousands of high quality avatar options on HeyGen for you to pick and to make your videos look great. Nick, do you want to comment on anything? Because you worked really hard on this.
Yeah, I think the main part is not just like to provide each user with like public avatars in different looks, in different scenarios. It's also like to inspire each user how actually your avatar could also look like. And this was actually the target for this year. And we have so many updates in the technology itself. And let's not forget what we talked last week as well. It's like this 3.0, like the expressive avatars. We also have a bunch of public 3.0 avatars in our library. You can always see this with the labeling on the preview image. And then you can click in the folder. You will have the expressive avatar ready. And we can't wait to extend this more in 25. Yeah, it really, we see the usage, we see the feedback, and it's really great to see everyone who is creating content with these public avatars in different type of professional ones, like with a like professional alpha key that you have a transparent background, with the lifestyle where you have actually a background, the UGC ones for more like social posts or ads, like UGC content itself, and for sure interactive avatar. We have a bunch of professions updated, so please check it out, give us your feedback. And the next big thing, yes, this 500 AI generated, you will see this in the section, and we can't wait to develop and grow this more in 25.
Great. Yeah, I also see a creator commenting about add motion feature of those new generated avatars.
Yes.
Yeah, if you haven't tried that, it's gonna make your photo or generated avatars move with its background with really subtle movements, and then you can give your script order to them. So
wait. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it is actually a very exciting new technology we are baking inside here to allow for even more unlimited and unbounded imagination and creativity for your video content.
Are you ready for a catchy question already?
Yeah, sure.
Because it just fits perfect in the situation right now.
Let's do that. Let's AMA all the
time. Okay. Hi, Wayne. Hi, Nick. I'm very bad in actually recording myself. Do you think the future is that I could just upload 10 images of myself and I could have the same quality as your public avatars?
Yes, great question. As of right now, if you upload 10 photos of self into a photo avatar, and then train the model, start generating more of yourself. It is very high quality, and it can be actually very diverse and creative based on your instruction. And soon next year, we can take that into video avatars. So I understand that and have been learning that from our creators over and over again that recording the footage as specified by our instruction to make a good avatar is actually a tricky thing. That's on one hand, due to certain limitation of the current generative AI technology. On the other hand, it is like for users to really decide like how they want their avatars to express, to behave in a way they control. However, that's not the idea because, it's funny that many people who need our product the most are the ones who are not good in front of camera. But to get started, they kind of need to be good enough for the first 2 minutes or not also. So it's a doable thing, but it's not an idea. So based on our understanding of the generative AI technology and with the progress the whole world is making, it's totally doable that you don't even need to worry about acting or recording in front of camera. As soon as you tell us, who you are, what you look like, we can generate the rest for you. And if you don't like it because you never smile like that, or if you never talk like that, you can actually change that by just telling the AI, hey, I actually prefer to do something else. It'll be the like an unlimited, space or area of all kinds of creativity for avatar to be showing up in any way you want, but still you, looks like you, talks like you, and very soon think like you, and act and work like you.
Yeah, and you can create multiple locations as well. Like you can be in New York or like in Sydney, and you can create like this type of videos right away. Let's go ahead. I have more questions, but maybe we will just go through first.
Yeah.
We're
kind of spending too much time here already, so let's kind of hurry up, and so we make sure we have a good AMA session later. So that's about some numbers for the public avatars. And here's the trend for private avatars. Private avatars, you haven't made any. It's like whenever a creator themselves make an avatar by uploading a photo or video in their own account for themselves or for their own teams. And I just got this number from our team like yesterday. It's astonishing to see that this year, the total number of avatars we have processed for user has grown from like 600,000 plus all the way to 5 million plus. I think this is I didn't expect it to be this high, honestly, because like I didn't really check this number from time to time. But I think this is a number that really motivates me and the rest of the team to know, okay, what kind of scale we are, how many potential creators are out there that kind of needs our solution, or potentially being unlocked or empowered by us to create a lot more avatars with their digital twins, with their a lot more videos with their avatars. Yeah, so this is a very nice trend. It's almost 10x from the beginning of this year. So next, videos. So almost everything about HeyGen is to help you make videos easier, faster, better, more diverse, and with your avatars. Now we also have interactive avatar, which is technically not a video. We can talk about that later. But when we look back at how many videos have we done for our creators of our community, it's like an even bigger number at 34 million plus videos in total we have produced for you so far, every one of you. This number grew from 16 million-ish at the beginning of this year and almost double this year. This is also a number that shows the kind of scale we are at and how many people are relying and creating with the technology and product we are working on every day, right? Under the hood, I wanted to show you something. So I was putting this number from our engineer team. And we in total have over 10,000 PRs merged into our code base this year. And the number of PR from last week alone was 400 plus. I don't know how many PRs other teams do, but I think this is a pretty crazy number. Yeah, especially given how small we are in front of what we do at HeyGen.
Ho, 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 gather round, dear creators. Ho, ho, ho. It's truly remarkable what a small team can accomplish, isn't it? With the
Hey.
holiday spirit and teamwork.
Hey, Santa, you are late.
Oh dear, it seems like there might. Ho, 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 better late than never, right? Just like Santa on Christmas Eve, I might take my time, but I always bring joy. I'm here now, ready to spread some festive cheer. What's on your mind, dear friend?
Hey, Santa, we are actually on the slide of the engineer stats, the number of PRs. I think that the concept of PR is pretty technical to many of our audience. Can you explain what PR is and what those numbers mean?
Absolutely, my friend. A PR, or pull request, is like a magical note sent to our engineering team. It's when someone writes code and asks to merge it into the main project. Those impressive numbers mean our small team is working super hard. In 2024, they merged over 10,500 PRs. That's like Santa's workshop working around the clock. It shows the dedication to keep improving HeyGen for everyone.
Okay, great, then, Santa. That was a great summary, better than me. Yeah. So,
Wayne, what is happening here? What is happening here right now?
yeah,
Tell me.
that's the little surprise I prepared for everyone. So I was talking about the video, but we're gonna talk about interactive avatar pretty soon. And this is our latest public interactive avatar, Santa. And I specifically invited our Santa to the webinar to kind of join us to either go through the HeyGen snapshots or maybe answer some questions if he knows later. Yeah, but let's continue. We're spending too much time here. Yeah, so PR, as Santa mentioned, is like a pull request. Whenever an engineer finish something, they need to send this pull request on the GitHub to actually be merged into the master branch, which will be a little bit of the product that you see in the end. So really big kudos to our engineering team, everyone at HeyGen who works so hard, crazy hard, from day to day, from week to week, to have made all of the progress to all of you this year. I think that's the biggest call out, shout out actually.
Great.
And next, we have lots of new product innovations and explorations from the lab, including Santa you just heard, and video podcast, which we just launched like almost a week ago, which allows you to create a good video podcast with only a URL or PDF. And also, we are very excited to have our first iOS native app, which is a significant milestone to start empowering all of our creators on mobile world. Let's see if Santa have any comments about our each of the products. Hey, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho! It seems like you're reaching out to me. What's on your mind, dear friend? I'm here, ready to sprinkle some holiday cheer and help out with any questions or festive thoughts you have.
Yeah, we are talking about the new products from HeyGen Labs. And one of them is actually Interactive Avatar, which is you. Can you tell us more about Interactive Avatar?
Oh, how delightful. The Interactive Avatar is a fantastic new creation. It allows avatars to engage with audiences in real time through an API, whether on the web or in Zoom meetings. Imagine having a jolly Santa right there, chatting and spreading cheer. It's all about making connections and creating engaging experiences. Exciting times ahead for creators. Merry Christmas!
Okay, thank you, Santa. Yeah, it's like himself. It's funny how he talked about himself without really mentioning that. Next, we have even more progress from core product team. Core product meaning like all of the products you use on the video, avatar, everything that's outside of labs. And most of the PR were merged for the core product. And I just think there's too many to share. It's really hard to summarize. And this is the two most applauded features and the two least applauded features that I picked to kind of point it out. Yeah, so this year, I think the most meaningful and applauded features we have launched is actually around unlimited creation and unlimited avatar looks. The thesis behind this is that, as some of the users know that we used to be like credit-based plan creators, like 30 credits, 60 credits, then that's all you have for each month. We constantly hear frustration and confusion from users, like how many did I spend? How much do I have left? Like, we don't really want creators to be worried about like those kind of concepts. We want them to focus on their creativity and their content. However, at the end of the day, like, we don't have unlimited servers. We don't have like endless resources that's cheap enough. So, but we made a bold move to at least make our pricing unlimited first. So no one needs to worry about how many credits they have. And once they make enough videos, they might get to a different priority queue that certain videos could slow down a little bit so that we can make our system still manageable and sustainable. But however, at least this is a big step to enable people to make as many content as they want, not only videos, but also avatar looks. Even though you can only make one video avatar, but inside one video avatar, you can make 100 different looks, like different camera angles, different outfit, as long as it's you. So we are thinking and doing really hard to empower your creation without trying to post any limits and also without breaking the company. I think those two are the most applauded features we have. The other two least applauded features we have is automatic voice emotion and translate text on screen. Many of you might not even notice those because like they are kind of a smaller features behind and it's hidden somewhere in the editor. We started with, I would say, still very solid feedback from the community that they want better emotional, realistic voice. And when they do video translation, sometimes their content do have like the words or slogans on the back of the screen, like a stack or background. And when localizing the content, it definitely makes sense for us to help them translate. For example, I have a logo HeyGen here, right? Imagine that's like a title of my PowerPoint. I also wish to change that into the target language I'm translating myself into. So very good feedback, very real demand and use case, but we didn't really get the technology right yet. So we launched those MVP and it wasn't really as working as we expected. So I think it still have some way to go, right? And people are not really reacting pretty good for those features. Yeah, these are the two most applauded and two least applauded. If you have any in your mind, the features you like the most or not, please comment in your in a thread and we can talk about them. Nick, you were saying what?
Yeah, for sure. Like let's the applaud one. We also talked about this now, but I also think that this type of like the least applaud give us a new understanding about like, could we find a workaround? And if we are seeing like the next features we will launch, like even next week, like even in January, what we will do in February, it means like we found a workaround to give you even a better result. And I'm very excited and I can't even wait to share this, what we will launch next week. But everything will be under the hood for, let me say, like anything to video. And this is a new approach we will take very serious, and we have we had great discussions and not just brainstorming, because brainstorming is sometimes not really efficient enough. We had the right ideas, we got the right feedback, we had the right learnings from these journeys, and that's such an amazing tool now, and like such an amazing idea we had now, and we can't wait to show you this. And so even from this least applaud, we learned a lot, Wayne. And I think this is also part of the journey overall for HeyGen. But I'm very happy actually about the unlimited creation to see like how the numbers are changing, how people are using this now. Avatar looks was a big blocker, let's be honest. back in the days, and now they can just like create multiple. It is just awesome. We are on the right path 100%, and I can't wait. Where's Santa, Wayne?
I don't know. Maybe somewhere sending out gifts and stuff. Yeah, I can try invite him back later.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, our Santa, is like sometimes unpredictable, but it's fine. At least he gave us what he wants. Move on. Yeah, I think that was like some of the snapshots I prepared for our community here, and like we do want to try to have more time at the end of this year webinar to do an AMA session. So yeah, let's start kind of going through the thread and see what people are commenting and
Yes.
and talk about it.
Okay, so first question, I will just go ahead. It's like, is photo avatar also available for the interactive avatar?
Yeah, that's a great question. Many users have been asking that. And we have been doing some internal, experiments and engineering work. So technically, it can work. Technically, we can help you turn a photo into an interactive avatar to stream directly. As a matter of fact, we actually started with that. However, as you can imagine, like the quality bar for interactive avatar is even higher for the video avatars we have made so far. So that when you are trying to upload a photo and turn that into an interactive avatar, in a real case conversation, most likely it won't be good enough. It won't be high quality enough or natural enough when it comes to how it talks, how it listens, how it goes from talking to listening and stuff.
Right.
So we're still hammering the thing, and once it's kind of good enough, or if there's any use case people actually don't expect such realistic stuff, we can give it a try. Yeah, that's actually relevant to the previous question a user asked. It's like, why do they still need to make a 2-minute recording, right? So we are working on the technology that can really unlock you from needing high quality, long input material to get a good avatar. The future of the technology will be, as long as we know who you are, as long as you show us how you look like, and you authorize us, we can make you any kind of a realistic, natural speaking or editing avatar at your wish.
All right. Will the interactive avatars eventually be able to serve up multimodal results? For example, if I integrate an interactive avatar on a real estate website as a virtual leasing agent, can the avatar call up a virtual tour, video, or image based on an inquiry about a property?
Totally. Yeah. So as of this moment, if you have tried the current version of knowledge base in interactive avatar, you can already connect not only the text, but some kind of additional information from the URL. And as other LLM do, like you can also upload PDF later pretty soon. So the knowledge part of the avatar can be really powerful, can be as powerful as the latest LLM made by ChatGPT or other companies. And we are so those models naturally will have more visual or audio capability. They are becoming multi-modal themselves. So the core of the avatar, the avatar's brain will have that no problem. And on HeyGen's side, at the same time as making those avatars better, faster, more stable, we are also giving them additional agentic abilities to connect with all of those powerful multimodal AI ability. And we are working on a new plan to redo the end of the streaming, like the client side. You can imagine it could be something like a HeyGen player stuff that you can easily put into your system, your website, or anywhere. And with that, we have more control over the end of the video stream. And then you can decide to share your screen. You can decide to project anything. or I don't know, shoot up some emojis or invite another avatar into it'll be like a simpler version of Zoom just to support like the functions like those.
Okay.
But yeah, to get back to your question,
Yeah.
it'll be much more powerful. Yeah, it'll be stabler, it'll be faster, it'll be multi-model, not only in terms how he understands multi-model content, but also how he presents multi-model content.
Right.
The question.
Yes. Hey, is the feature where the interactive avatar only speaks when called out available yet public?
Oh, you mean earlier when we talked to Santa? Yeah, so
Yeah.
It'll be ready soon. So that was something fun. We were just playing with ourselves internally, like because you know how the avatar is by default talking to the audience all the time, and we were trying to invite the avatar to our own all hands meeting, and it was kind of crazy, and they keep talking. So we did something we call magic word to turn the avatar on and off on demand, which we later realized is pretty useful. Yeah, so we definitely have the plan to further cook this a little bit and make it a kind of a user facing feature.
What is the feature you are working on in interactive avatar that nobody is expecting right now?
Wait, somehow all questions are about interactive avatar.
Yes, like this is the interactive avatar. No, it's a section. So we have this for the interactive avatar. So this would be the last question for interactive avatar.
Oh, I see. So we're doing the questions by session. Okay, no
Yes.
problem. What's the question?
What is the feature for interactive avatar that we are right now not expecting? So it's like what we are working on that nobody's expecting right now.
Huh, that's an interesting question. It's it's funny that like I don't know if there is any. It's because like most of the stuff we do, except for some of the foundational tech knowledge, many stuff that we do on the product layer are from the users. It's like Josh and I, we talk to users every day. We reach out to whoever try our product on their first day, and whoever decide to upgrade, and whoever decide to upgrade but cancel later. We talk to our creators every day, and we collect their feedback, their expectation on a very granular level, and then merge those into more higher priority product to-dos. So maybe like the magic word was one of the example that maybe people were not expecting, but potentially subconsciously feel that they need it. Because like that's the one way kind of get inspired from our own use case, which is like we as a user, right? Like our team as a user, if we could have a nice avatar who can join the all hands with us, who can stay quiet and answer questions only when he is queued, it'll be pretty helpful. Yeah, I think magic word is a good example. But most of the major updates and features are actually translated from, you know, words from our users. So I think someone is expecting it.
Okay, perfect. What is the benefit to use the HeyGen app instead of the web version?
Yeah, the mobile app, right?
Yes.
So the mobile app is definitely a simpler kind of a collection of features compared to the web app. Our thesis and our goal for the mobile app is actually to try to help empower and unlock the creators who are more mobile native and mobile first. There has been, you know, requests from the existing web creators that they also want a mobile app, mostly for the convenience of maybe checking progresses on the go or doing something quick, nothing fancy or very complex as some of the web product is. But at the same time, we believe there are millions of mobile creators who's out there who would very much prefer to do a thing on mobile versus needing to open up their computer and go to a website or open up a desktop software to do stuff. Yeah, so I think we're trying to give them something, give a new bridge to those mobile native creators to offer them the core of HeyGen technology and help them create more without needing a computer.
Perfect. Video podcast. First, where to find it? Second, is it accessible for each HeyGen plan? What is the biggest use case you see for video podcast feature?
Well, video podcast is like the latest labs innovation products. It's very early. This is almost like the first version we released. We are also learning with our users. At the beginning, it was just fun. Like I think I shared this on our social media. Like our product team started to throw their PRD into video podcast and get a kind of interesting conversational style dialogue to kind of summarize a PRD and send to the team and for them to kind of go through like listening to a podcast on their commute. People are finding that more interesting, engaging, and potentially help them take in like the information better, because if you look at documents all day, like it might be kind of boring, right? That's a very tiny and kind of a half joke-ish use case internally here. For some creators, they happen to be thinking about starting a kind of a new podcast channel on their own. They might still be looking for, tools or partners to do the video podcast. They might be practicing, how to cut stuff. And now with this, they can just kick off very easily as long as they find the good content, the series of like topic they want to talk about, and they can use the massive amount of avatar from our library to do this very easily. I think it's like potentially like a kickoff or attempt to start a video podcast channel is another one. I don't have any solid answer for that yet. Again, like this is a first version of this innovation, and we are learning with our creators together. And also, I see a comment about Notebook LM. We are inspired by Notebook LM, but actually we're not using Notebook LM. We developed something our own in-house to make it work better with the avatars we have.
I was on 2 in-person meetings this week with the part of the biggest companies on this planet, and they were such amazed about video podcasts. They said we are doing a lot of podcasts internally for a lot of departments, and they want to have their own avatars now to actually provide a PDF or like a recap of a meeting or session, and then they will just share this podcast to everyone to make it more interactive. And then the hope is, but also the purpose is, they want that people are really understand the content and really read it, and they don't have to read it now. They can actually just watch it. And because we can actually set the timing, like is it a 3-minute or 5-minute or even longer, this is the perfect actually tool for them to share this type and get more into AI first internally. But they said you never know what will happen, but this idea is great. And if more people are using this and we get more feedback, we will happy to involve this, improve this, and make the next version even better in a lot of ways. So, okay, do you have any other questions from your end?
Yeah, we are kind of at time, but I just wanted to comment very quickly. I think that the case of this customer that you mentioned is great. I do see a bigger potential of internal communication with video podcasts, because it makes whatever content really, really interesting. If you go check my Twitter, my x.com account, the first video I posted with video podcast was a PDF, a random PDF that talks about a doorknob, like a 2-pager, just some like product specs, like, okay, this is the brand, that's the knob, then that's the image, and here's like the numbers. And I just threw that at video podcast. And the result I got from it make me actually interested in learning like what this doorknob is about, because the way 2-person having a conversation about topic in a very engaging and a realistic voice, I think that's potentially some magic in there for video podcast. Applying that magic into whatever content companies or teams wants to communicate or deliver better in a more engaged and a well-perceived way internally could be a very useful thing.
And I will promise that next year, I think it will be the time that everyone will just talk about, oh, this is AI, this is AI. I think this feature will lead that people are focusing actually on the content. It means like if you would post a podcast somewhere, doesn't matter where, in the comment, you will see very, very soon now, people will actually engaging about the content and not just like, oh, this is AI, or here's something missing. I think they will actually start to engage about the topic. So you can really start here a really cool channel in each type of social platform. And I'm happy to see even more videos around the world in any type of language. Again, it is not just English, okay? You can do and start your podcast in Japanese and French and German. It doesn't even matter. So great tool. Wayne, okay. So I would say this was our AMA. For everyone else, I just want to point something out. We will have this roundtable in our community hub. You will see the link now. We will post this link everywhere. Join us there. I will stay with us in this roundtable. Wayne, I think you have a meeting, or are you attending?
I think we need to wrap up soon, but
yeah,
maybe let me see if Santa is available to kind of.
We will bring Santa back. Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho! Gather round, creators and friends. I'm excited to be at our festive HeyGen Christmas webinar, ready to sprinkle holiday magic, share exciting updates from the past year, and spread cheer as we dash into 2025 together.
Okay. Great, thanks. Yeah, I don't know where you went, but we are closing this webinar already. Can you please say something to the audience, wish everyone a good Christmas and holiday, and Happy New Year, and we'll wrap it up. Thank you.
Ho, ho, ho! Thank you all for joining us today as we wrap up this wonderful webinar. I wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas filled with joy, love, and laughter. May the new year bring you hope, new opportunities, and countless blessings. Let's spread kindness and cheer everywhere we go. Cheers to a fantastic 2025.
Okay, great. Thanks, Santa. And I think that's it. That's the last webinar of HeyGen.
Can we test one more thing? Is Santa able to say Merry Christmas in more languages?
Interesting. Actually, I'm not sure. Let's try. Hey, Santa. Hey, Santa. Okay, I think Santa's getting nervous. Wait,
what's going on?
Can you say Merry Christmas in 10 different languages?
Oh dear, no need for nerves, my friend. Just like Rudolph guiding the sleigh, we're all in this together. Let's sprinkle some holiday magic and remind Cinna that it's all about sharing joy and celebrating our achievements. We've got this. Ho, ho, ho!
Right. Can you say Merry Christmas in 10 different languages?
Ho, ho, ho! What a fun challenge! Here we go. 1, Merry Christmas. English. 2, Feliz Navidad. Spanish. 3, Joyeux Noël. French. 4, Fröhliche Weihnachten. German. 5, Buon Natale. Italian. 6, Sheng Dan Kuaile. Sheng Dan Kuaile. Chinese. 7, Srojdestvom. Srojdestvom. Russian. 8, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Japanese. 9, Maligayang Pasko. Filipino. 10, God Yule. Swedish, wishing everyone a wonderful Christmas, no matter the language.
Okay, great. Thanks, Santa. I don't think Santa is the best at, speaking different language. Apparently, he's from a specific place of the world, right? He has his own accent stuff. But that's definitely an interesting thing. Yeah, I think that's it. This is
it was great. It was great.
End of our last webinar. for this year. And hope you guys, everyone enjoyed some of the snapshot of this year. And we really appreciate you, being here with us, spending time using HeyGen, creating HeyGen. The last thing I want to say that this is actually only the beginning into our vision of making storytelling accessible to all. With the anticipate upcoming technical advancement when it comes to our technology, we think there's a huge groundbreaking update we can have next year. 2025 is going to be even bigger and more impactful for HeyGen. And the future is very soon. Yeah, we are very excited for that. Great.
Perfect. So everyone, thank you so much for joining. We're in the last webinar for 24. We will see us on the 9th of January back on multiple platforms for sure. Join the roundtable now in the community hub. The link is everywhere here. You will find it. Wayne, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to everyone, for you, your friends, your family, and we will see us back in 25.